TEM Sports. Woo! Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Hello. Good evening.
And hello.
Man, Cam's voice sounds so much deeper than mine. I'm like super jealous. I'm gonna adjust my EQ, man, so I can sound like that. Good evening, everyone. We have a hell of a show for you today. First of all, welcome to the TEM Sports podcast, our weekly sports show that we just randomly decided to start doing out of my living room.
You know what?
We got a hell of a show for you today. I am your host, Mr. Tiger Adinaldo, and the one in the room that knows the least about sports. With me, as always, is the GOAT co-host, Mr. Pun Fu Panda. Mr. Pun, how are you today, sir?
I'm well, sir. How are you?
I am good. I am good.
That's good.
Can't complain. And as you can see right next to him is our man on the inside, Mr. Cameroni DePrinzio. Mr. Cam, how are you today, sir?
Oh, I am fired up and ready to go.
Oh boy, oh boy. Oh man, I love it when that happens. I love it when whenever Cam's fired up. That means it's gonna be a good show. But first, let's do our usual housekeeping. Pun, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you tell the people how they can get in touch with you?
On Instagram at PunFuPanda and on Facebook, Pun Capasso.
And the one and only Mr. Pissed Off Cameroni DePrinzio. How can they get in touch with you, sir?
On Instagram at Kams61916 and on Twitter at BucksGuy14.
That's just nice and short now. I love it. I love it. Like we can actually say that and people will remember it. If you want to get in touch with me, you can reach me at Tiger39. That's THAIGER 39. You can reach me at tiger39.com. You can reach me at Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Tinder, Bumble,
Pornhub,
MySpace,
MySpace,
Wild Singles, MySpace,
AIM.
You can catch me at your local watering hole. You can you can find me at a Starbucks or two. Anywhere you need to find me, you can find me.
Yeah.
Whew, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Let's start unpacking a little bit.
All right.
Before we get to the show, how are you guys, man?
I'm
had a pretty
good.
interesting week this week, eh?
Yeah, you know, it's a little.
It was good. It was a good week.
Good. You know?
Okay. Didn't you do some? You had some family fun at a trampoline place, didn't you? Ken?
I did. I took the little ones this morning because they were good. I took them to the trampoline park. Let them run out some energy for an hour.
Because they were good.
Well,
Is that a rare thing?
no. they're good, but it's just
If you're gonna see the way Pun looked at you, Pun looked at you like
they're
what?
good. They're good.
it's just for an extended
they're
period
four.
of time. Yeah,
So
they're
it's,
four.
you know,
I mean,
come on.
they're at that age where they
Define
just,
good for a 4-year-old.
right.
The fearsome fours.
Right.
Is that what it is?
Like,
Look, there were no bloody noses and
Yeah,
no
right.
bloody ears for the week, so it was
That's a win.
Nobody got hurt.
Yeah.
That's a win. So yeah, we did. I took them this morning, and Pun came with me, and we let them run around, and it's hilarious to watch them do that because they're like little drunk people.
Little drunk.
It's
people.
just when they run on the trampolines because they got the trampoline, then they got the pad, and then some of those pads are raised, and they don't know that. So they're just in the moment.
I saw the video you posted of one of the twins like running and jumping in the
To the foam pit.
Yeah, the foam pit.
Yeah.
Jumping in there.
They get a kick out of that. They asked
Like a freaking madman.
They asked when we're going to have one of those in the backyard, and I'm like, well, I don't know if we can have one in the backyard.
Oh,
Why
shit.
not, dude?
Yeah, why not? Just throw
You
one
got
back
everything
there.
else back there.
You could build that.
Yeah, easily.
Listen,
Just build it right off
Just
the
have
back.
Greg build it.
Right,
Oh, yeah,
dude.
that's
He
right.
built these
Greg
tables.
can build it.
That's right.
Yeah, he built these tables. You ain't got no problems there.
Greg, I need you on a foam pit.
How hard would it be to build a foam pit?
Actually,
It'd be
probably not
easy.
that hard.
It'd be easy.
I feel like
To be honest.
I feel like the hardest part would be finding the foam.
Yeah.
The
Or
foam
something to use for the phone.
Yeah, the
you
foam,
know, like
the foam
yeah.
Yeah.
boxes that they got there. Yeah.
Yeah, I would think the most difficult part
Yeah.
of it would be like procuring the foam,
Yes.
if you will.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Do we have anybody in the chat yet? We had like
We have-
20 viewers just out the gate.
Yeah, and
We've got a guy I work with, and my mother is watching. She told me to watch my language. I'll try my best.
In the chat, she told you that?
Yeah, well, she told me via
How
text.
come my chat isn't like showing anything? I don't know why. I don't know what's going on my screen over here. And it keeps defaulting to a whole other page that I manage. It's weird. It's a weird thing. Let me pop this out. So, anything else of note happen this week that we should be aware of or anything?
Unless you want to get straight into the.
I mean, might as well before we get to the
Change of
sports,
heart
if you want.
thing.
That's totally up to you guys. I mean, I would say we start with the NBA playoffs.
That's most well.
Since Cam made his such a
bold prediction
Which,
last
week.
It could still come true.
It's possible. Yeah, it's possible.
It's not looking good though.
It's not looking good.
LeBron is in.
Wait, it's not looking good.
No.
For them to pull it out, or for your prediction to come
Cam's
true?
For my prediction.
Oh, okay. And what was that prediction, real quick?
The Blazers were going to upset, but
Wait, no. I
happen.
believe the prediction was that the Lakers would be out in the first round
it's an
because
upset.
the Blazers are just too good right now. If I'm not mistaken.
I mean, they were hot, but
they were hot. But
no, I'm talking about what Cam was
and
saying.
it's still
what Cam was
LeBron.
saying.
He could still have one of his moods, and
Now,
I'm
does
taking my ball and going home.
Does he have the help that he needs right now? Like, is he getting help from other people, or is
him
it
and
just,
AD? So
is it just him basically willing it to happen?
no, they've
it's
looked,
him and AD. Pretty much.
the last two games they've looked like the Lakers that everybody's expected them to look like.
Okay,
LeBron kind of. He always says that first game's a
LeBron
feel-out
being
game,
LeBron,
and, right?
Mm-hmm.
He feels out the first game, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. Usually, he just that's when it goes hog wild. So, the last two games he is
he's been going hog wild.
He's been LeBron. So we'll see.
I mean, what else would you expect? For him
Like,
what else would you expect for him to do? I mean, it's the playoffs.
This dude's gonna be 40.
He's got to show up during the playoffs.
Right. No, I mean, I made a bold prediction. It probably will not come true, but you gotta.
I mean,
every now and again,
is
man,
possible, sir.
It's possible. It's possible.
I'm gonna just sip my tea and
see what happens.
Carlos said Lakers in 5.
Yeah, me and Carlos had a convo about that this morning because he. Ever since I put up the Blazers, I love his Facebook posts with the ears and why is nobody talking and all the emojis. It makes me laugh every morning. And of course, I got to get up and be like, well, there's still time. There's 4 games left.
I mean,
but they've got to beat the Lakers 3 out of the next 4. So
yeah, that's.
But then again, the Cavs had to beat Golden State 3 in a row,
and LeBron was on that team.
Yes, not looking good for me.
So, Gonzo said you're crazy.
Yeah, he knows when I'm in one of those moods, man. Things just they get wild.
So currently, things are looking decent for the Lakers.
Very much so.
What about the rest of the league? Did y'all catch any of the other games?
I watched some of the other ones. The Bucks they look like hot trash the first game, but they kind of found their
kind of like the Lakers.
Yeah. Toronto looks like Toronto of last year without Kawhi Leonard, which is that could be scary because they could.
I was about to ask, is that good or is that?
Oh, it's good. Toronto.
Yeah.
I mean, Toronto's a fun team to watch. They don't have those. They've got guys who are known, but they don't have those. Minus Kyle Lowry, they've got guys. They come in, they put their work in. They're not the big names. Siakam's a great player.
Yeah,
but
wait, who?
Pascal Siakam.
Pascal
Exactly.
Siakam.
You're not going to sit there. You're not going to sit there and somebody. Some people know his name, some people don't. Where you look at these other teams and they've got
minus KD.
Yeah.
They're kind of like Golden State.
Really?
Yeah.
Toronto. They did everything the right way. They drafted all their players.
Yes.
Okay.
They grew them in their system.
Yeah.
And then they just when it all clicked,
they
were ready to go. And
right.
You add Kawhi Leonard last year, and they win the championship.
Yeah.
But if you take that guy out,
I mean, they were, from what I remember,
they were still. Kawhi put him over the hump.
Yeah,
last year.
when LeBron was still here, they were giving the Cavs some.
They were See,
fits.
they were starting, like he said, they were starting to click then.
Yeah,
but they needed that one player to put him over the top,
and Kawhi
came and put him over the top.
Okay, I mean that makes sense.
Because now you take Kawhi off the team, they're still just as good.
They're still just as good. They figured out, how to win the big games.
I'm eating trail mix. Don't want to chew on. I don't want to chew on the microphone, so I got to back up from it.
So yeah, I mean the rest of the playoffs are they're going all right, man. I don't know who else. I think the 76ers are in a lot. They might have lost the series.
76ers, man.
Really?
I mean, they got star after star after star, but they don't put it when it comes playoff time. They don't put it together. I don't know what it is. It's
and you got to be able to do that. I mean, even I know that.
You
got to be a different team during the playoffs,
right? Like there's anybody who watches basketball knows there's regular season basketball and then there's playoff basketball, and when you get to the playoffs, you've got to turn a different switch. You have to. And they've been there. I mean, they've been there the last 3 years. 76ers.
Oh, yeah.
And they played Boston, I think, the last 3 years in Boston.
Speaking of, Boston won the series for.
Yeah, they got swept. 4-0.
Oh, did they? Did you just look? Did you look that up, hon?
Yeah.
Is that on the? Can I pull that up on the? Oh, look at that! Look at that! We got technology up in here now. Man, you can't tell us anything. We are a real sports
LA
show.
leads the series 2-1.
That right there could be a very
Clippers lead
interesting series,
2-1.
but they're losing with
Nuggets lead 2, Jazz lead
Utah.
2-1.
Okay.
And the Raptors are looking to close it out tonight.
Yeah,
but I'll tell you right now, that Raptors-Nets series, if Brooklyn's healthy,
oh, it ain't like that.
that ain't like that.
But
if they're healthy, the Nets aren't playing Toronto.
No,
Probably,
because they're probably
the 1 seed.
the 2 seed.
Or the 2 seed behind Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because, I mean, you put KD and Kyrie
back on the
in
court.
that team, that's a whole different team, dude. whole different ballgame.
Like people can say whatever they want about them, but you put those 2 guys on the court, I'll take them over most 2 guys in the league.
So having had a few games go through, is anybody's predictions changing? Pun?
I never really had predictions.
Yeah, I know. We just had thoughts. Hence the
the thoughts.
The ticker down.
Oh,
thoughts.
they were for the NBA though.
Well, your thoughts on everything.
Oh.
On everything.
Oh, okay.
As we get to them, we'll have your thoughts.
No,
I mean, we've already debunked Kam's prediction.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's my thoughts on that are that series is a done deal. I think that's just that's a done deal.
So as far as the Lakers out in the first, you are
no, not a chance now. Yeah, pretty much. As far as the rest of the league,
well, you do get a win though, because Chris Goody said that's a dope Kobe jersey.
Thank you.
So there's your silver lining, sir. So I did catch a little bit of the game. I was DJing because now DJs work during the day now. And I was able to catch a little bit of the game, and I saw, was it Lillard? Was just lobbing threes.
Oh, yeah.
But he wasn't making them.
Yeah, he gets cold.
Yeah, like, let me ask you guys, since y'all know more about this sport than me, if it comes to a point to where you're not making the threes, should you keep lobbing them up there, or should you try to figure something else out?
Him, it's a 2-part thing. Like, one, he should, because he's a shooter. The only way to get out of a slump is to shoot. But on the other hand, he's the point guard, though. So he's got to maybe distribute the ball to other guys if he knows he's not.
Okay.
If
he's cold, maybe pass it around.
He's got to keep shooting to get out of it. But then at the same time, he's also got to distribute it to guys who are actually making shots too. So it's kind of a double-edged sword.
Now, you think did he not do enough of that last night? Enough distribution like towards the end there, because it was a really close game for a while, right? Until they started getting to like the last.
Yeah, it was close.
Last quarter,
and then LeBron kind of said
he went Bron on him.
He kind of said we're going to. He pretty much said, "I'm going to win this game."
Oh, and it just
so that's
after that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, you can't argue with results.
No, you can't. No.
And then so who do y'all see right now going forward? If the Lakers pull it out, who do you think they play next?
I think they come out of the West. I think it's going to be Lakers and Clippers in the Western Conference Finals. I think the Lakers come out of the West, and I honestly think it's going to be. Does Boston play Milwaukee next round? If Boston doesn't play Milwaukee, I could see Boston playing Milwaukee, and that can go either way because Boston's playing really good basketball right now.
Okay.
Like, really good.
What about you, Pun? What do you think?
don't know. Is that an answer?
I mean, it counts. It counts.
Well, just because, like, it really
the East is such a toss-up. I mean, Milwaukee's going to be there.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about that. What's going on in the East right now?
It's just, teams, the Bucks are going to win their series. The Raptors, obviously, they're going to win theirs. Boston already won theirs. So, Miami.
Who did Boston play?
Philadelphia. And it sucks because, like I said, they've got talent on that team, and that team's they're gonna break that. They have to. I mean, they've tried with the guys they have on there. And Carlos said he thinks Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons are both gone, which I will probably have to agree with him on that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They've gotten, they've had those guys for a couple of years and gotten to this playoffs and just fell flat on their face.
Really?
Yeah.
So you think they split city?
Yeah, no, well, I think obviously they're gonna try and do something to get something for those guys, but I think those were two vital pieces that obviously have not worked. And at some point, I mean, you gotta, all franchises go, okay, well, we need to rebuild, but you
can only do so much,
right? I mean, those guys are superstar players. Ben Simmons is, he's got the talent to be that guy.
How long has Ben Simmons been in the league?
3 years, 4 years. I could be wrong.
Okay. So he's still
he's young.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say he's still pretty young as far as the league goes.
Yeah, he's young.
Okay.
For sure. I think he's been in the league maybe 4 years.
So you think Clippers, Lakers,
and that's
the West Coast Finals.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was drafted in 2016.
Yeah,
okay.
So 4 years.
And East Coast is still up in the air right now.
It's going to be Milwaukee versus a question mark. Whether that be
so
Toronto,
you think Milwaukee gets to the East Coast Finals?
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I literally just found out that Milwaukee is in the East right now.
Yeah.
Well, they're like right on the border.
Oh, okay. So they could go a good gust of wind, and they could go either way.
They could go on. Yeah, they could go in the West.
Right.
Yeah.
So Milwaukee versus question mark.
I think this year, the NBA pretty much goes chalk all the time, anyways. But
they do.
This year, out of
what does that mean?
It means the top teams usually get in.
Oh, okay.
So
I was like, I have no idea what
they want to. I mean, especially this year with all the bullshit going on, they're going to need money.
They're
to
hoping
keep people.
They're hoping
involved.
The Lakers get in.
Oh God, if the Lakers somehow got beat before the finals,
yeah, the ratings would go through the floor. I think.
Yeah.
I
mean, they wouldn't necessarily.
Which would be comical.
They wouldn't necessarily tank based on who else is in
because
there.
Everything's set up for you to have all the ratings right now, anyways. So.
Right. Right.
I mean, they probably printed out they already printed out the T-shirts for the.
Yeah. Right. Well, just the NBA in general. It's set up for them to have all the ratings, anyways. So.
Right. Oh yeah.
Hey, no other sports could play, but hey, you guys could play.
Right. But I mean, who knows? The Clippers out there. Everybody, they've got a decent team.
They got a team that gives LeBron fits. So
yes,
because he don't like rough style of basketball. So
really?
Oh
yeah.
No!
Nobody in the NBA likes rough style.
Not today.
I was about to say, didn't the NBA used to be full contact?
Used to when men were playing.
For the most part,
grown men.
Grown ass.
When whole ass adults used to play the game.
Right. Now it's all about finesse and don't touch me and we're friends.
Dripping in finesse. So we got LA Clippers in the final. Milwaukee question mark in the East.
It's either going to be Toronto or Boston, probably.
Two. Yeah, I can't see it being anybody else.
Can we put y'all on record for that?
Yes.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to send your predictions to Mr. Cameron.
The worst that's going to happen is that I'm wrong. Oh, man.
You know how it is. You know how it is when people in their sports, man, whenever you're wrong, it's like, you were wrong. You're an idiot. You don't even know.
Ain't the first time and it's not going to be the last time.
No, not at all.
Oh, man. We had some pretty interesting things happening in the Major League Baseball scene, which I just found out was MLB and not NLB. Because on the ticker I had NLB.
Oh,
and Noah was over here and was like, "What the hell is NLB?" I was like, "What do you mean, man? National Baseball League?" He was like, "It's MLB, man."
That's great.
He was like, man, I'm glad we
And then it would be
that.
the NBL.
Oh, yeah. Jesus.
National League Baseball.
Yeah.
It's all right, man. You got to fix it.
Oh, my
now.
God.
Hey,
Yeah, I got it fixed, though.
Yeah,
I got it
fixed.
Yeah, I got it fixed. I got it fixed.
And
I didn't even
you were man
have
enough.
to,
Hey, you were man enough to admit it on air.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly. Didn't even have to say anything.
Right.
But I did. So
Carlos actually said the NBA is softer than cottonelle tissue, and he's absolutely correct.
Oof. And I really like Cottonelle too.
Which is why people like Draymond Green get a bad rap in today's NBA. That dude would have been a superstar in the 90s.
And
the 80s.
you know what though? He was kicking people in the nuts. That's a little.
I mean, okay, yeah, that one incident. Like
other than that,
you want him on your team.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like in the 90s, 80s,
But
70s,
I would
60s.
have to have a chat with him. Like, look, you
That
can't
dude-
just be kicking people in the dick.
Oh, you should have seen. You should have seen what was going on in the 70s and 80s and 90s.
Really?
Oh yeah, worse than that.
Dick kicking.
LeBron wouldn't have been able to play then.
Dude, that was a different
I
game.
feel like, I mean, shit, dude. Even in fighting, dick kicking is off limits.
Yes.
Like even in MMA, man. Like
Sometimes you gotta let somebody know. Hey,
although in the early years, one of those like the second or third UFC, this dude punched a dude repeatedly in the nuts. I think it was like 60 times or something like
Jesus.
that. Yeah, bro. Like they were on the ground. He just repeatedly punched him in the nuts.
God,
Oh yeah, it's famous.
that seems like a little.
It's excessive.
I think it was Joe San against, I want to say it was like either a Kempo guy or a Hapkido guy. And Joe San was like a movie dude.
Okay.
Because they used to just let anybody fight in the UFC. So he was like a movie dude and came in and fought in the UFC. He got beat, but
Was he the dude that got hit in the nuts?
I do believe so. I do believe so. Repeatedly.
Like think about it.
Repeatedly.
I want to know what LeBron or James Harden would do if they went down the lane and Bill Lambert fouled him. Like I'm talking foul, not like.
I heard he used to foul the shit out of people. I heard
Dennis, dude. They
I
were,
heard,
they
he,
were
did,
called
I
the
heard
bad,
he didn't just foul, like he would foul the shit out of you.
Look, he knew he was going to get a foul, so you were going to feel it.
You were going to get fouled.
Oh my god.
None of this. Oh, I'm going to grab you now so you don't fall. No,
Wrap you
if
up.
I
guys
if
still
I
make
hip check
shots.
you and you hit the ground, you hit the ground. I'm going to get fouled regardless.
They were fouling.
just
But you weren't making the shot though.
No, you weren't even getting the shot up.
Yeah.
Like if I'm
Him,
gonna foul
Dennis
you,
Rodman.
Yeah. You weren't getting a shot.
They were
up.
called the Bad Boy Pistons for a reason.
Oh man.
savages.
Kevin McHale, Larry Bird from the Celtics.
That's just whew.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could play. Like
Yeah, it was a
I don't wanna do
totally
that.
different game.
It was a different game back then. Totally different.
That's why Sports Illustrated did the cover on Kobe. I forgot. He was still in, I think it was right around when he won his last championship, and it had a picture of Kobe and said the last alpha dog. Because he was the last dude from like that era.
From that, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he did play during that time.
Yeah, he played like in the
tail end.
97, so he's the tail end of it, but he still had that mentality in the new era. And
that's why
I mean, LeBron's an alpha, but not.
that's why Kobe played with like a broken Achilles tendon.
Dude, he tore his Achilles and hit 2 free throws and made them. Like not only shot them, but made them.
What about when old boy
And walked off the court.
What about when old boy tried to throw the ball at his face and he ain't even flinch?
Right? Yeah. But the thing is, he walked off the court after that.
Oh yeah. You're right.
LeBron, even Paul Pierce,
Cramped.
those dudes were cramped, and you thought they got shot with a 50 cal sniper rifle.
Got carried off, man.
They were carried off on a stretcher. Like,
Hey man.
and then you have the audacity to compare yourself to Kobe. Get out of here.
I don't think they're doing it. I think people are doing it for them.
LeBron's doing it too.
You think?
Oh yeah, his head's that big,
think
and it should be.
You think he's
It should be.
You think he's personally doing it?
Oh yeah.
Maybe he's just doing it for
Wouldn't surprise me.
Maybe he's just doing it for motivation.
Either way, he's doing it, and it's getting out in public, coming from your mouth.
Maybe his team is doing it and he's just not correct.
If his team's doing it, then he's doing it. That's how that works.
Oh man.
All his team are there because of him, which is awesome. He took care of them. I have nothing bad to say about LeBron. But then when people have opinions about you,
other than he shouldn't be comparing himself to,
he shouldn't be. Why should you be compared to Kobe?
I think the media does
while
that.
you're still playing.
I think the media does that more than.
But if you do nothing to rebut it, then you're letting it happen. You're enabling it. Come out and say, look, while I'm playing, don't compare me to Kobe.
Possibly, yeah. You could be right there. You could be right there. Yeah, that is enabling tactics, if you will.
Wait till I'm done playing and then compare me to who you want to compare me to.
I mean, yeah, it's statistically,
has he never said that? No?
I mean, not to my knowledge.
I mean, and I'm not saying he should or shouldn't.
Because I'm sure if he did say it, trust me, it would have been breaking fucking news on ESPN
probably.
for a week. A week at minimum.
Yeah, you're right about that. Hey, Pun, let me steal one of those chips, man.
Oh, yeah, here you
go ahead and dabble in one of those.
But yeah. It was a good week in baseball. It wasn't bad.
Indians got off the schneid
I was about to say, how are the Indians looking?
They did. Well, the road trip was great. They went 6-0.
Yeah.
And then
they came home and played Detroit and
lost 2 out of fucking 3 to a team they beat 21 times in a row.
Yeah.
They lost back 2 out of the 3?
Yeah. So like we had beat Detroit
21 games in a row.
21 times in a row.
Going back to 2018, I think.
And then we played them this weekend, 3-game series, and only won 1 game against them.
Ooh, that's not good.
But that one game,
that
was
Tristan McKenzie.
Yeah, he got called up he got called up to the show.
Mm-hmm. And
New York kid.
Yep.
Went to Florida high school.
He's one of our top pitching prospects.
I was about to say, is that the pitcher that I keep seeing pictures of everywhere?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He pitched last night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You would have thought he'd been pitching in the league for.
Did they win last night?
Oh yeah.
They did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just saw something that said that they lost. That must have been the game before.
That was today and Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They lost.
Who did they play today and Friday?
Detroit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
you play a 3-game series.
So yesterday they won.
Yeah. But they lost Friday and Sunday.
Okay.
Or Friday
and today. Okay. Gotcha.
But yeah, that kid's he's gonna be a stud. Which is good for the Indians. I mean, they got the best pitching staff in baseball. But it's like, I was talking to him earlier at the trampoline park. We were just sharing thoughts. Where do you put this guy?
Wait, did you call the Indians a trampoline park?
No, at the trampoline.
Oh, you were talking about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know what? They can be a trampoline park because they're up and down this year. So
they're all over.
I literally thought that was a saying, and I was about to be like, what does that mean?
No. I mean, they could be compared to a trampoline park because they are up and down this year. They look real good, and then they look really bad.
Yeah.
So
the road trip, man, they look
kind of a good comparison.
They could just, they went out there and handle business, and they come home and they look like garbage,
like hot garbage.
But that kid, he'll be a stud. It's just a matter of where you can fit him in. I mean, he's 23 years old.
You fit him anywhere.
I 23 years old, throwing 97. I mean, that's
97 miles.
He's 6'5", 170 pounds, so he's not
big.
He's a twig, but
6'5",
6'5",
170,
and throwing 97.
Throwing 97 miles an hour.
Jeez.
Dude, do you realize that if you were in MMA and you were 6'5" and 170, the reach you would have on literally the entire division.
Ridiculous, right?
My God.
Yeah.
Actually, no. He could fight 55.
He could.
Because he walks at 70, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He could cut 20 pounds easy.
Oh, yeah.
Just cut that water weight, weigh in at 55. That's not even 20 pounds. That's what, 15?
15 pounds.
Yeah, 15 pounds.
15 pounds?
Boom. Go back to your room, eat a whole bunch of whatever.
Step in there like 170, 175.
Just mop people.
Bro, who at 50, if he had the skill, right? Like, let's say he had the striking and even just like decent grappling, you're 6'5",
right?
Like your guard is like a spider's web,
literally.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Your striking, your jab would be the most feared thing in the lightweight division,
right?
Because you could hit people from
a mile
away, halfway across the. And now that the cage is smaller, you can hit people from halfway across the cage.
That's like John Jones at 55.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Oh Christ Almighty.
Honestly, because John Jones is what, 6'5"? He's 6'5",
give or take,
6'4", 6'5".
Punk, can you look that up for us?
So it's
almost
like it'd almost be like John Jones cutting down to 55 and fighting at 55.
I mean, he would have to lose a leg or two, but
yeah.
He
is 6'4", 205. His wingspan is 7'1".
He's got an 84.5
and his reach is at 84.5.
So yeah, that kid dropped 15 pounds.
Mr. Bones Jones.
His wingspan is 7 feet.
Right there. 7'1", sir.
7'1".
My God, that's just out of hand. That's just out of hand. And so this kid is taller than John Jones.
Let's see what he is.
We'll get his.
But
actual,
I mean, it's he's going to be good. I mean, there's no. He was, I think, top 5 prospect of the Indians. I mean, he was number, what they say, 48 or 49 in the country. I mean,
he is 6'5", 165.
Oh, okay, he's
165.
Yeah,
there you go.
That means he could make 45.
Oh, easy.
He could make 45. Yeah. Oh my God.
And pull up an image of him. I mean, he's a tall, lanky kid.
If he
throws,
learned how to punch and grapple,
he throws cheddar. He throws. Throws some cheese, man.
Let's see if there's a full body of him.
There's got to be one floating around there somewhere.
I'm scared to look on images now, dude.
Don't worry about it. You're good. Oh man, last time we had a bit of an experience.
Fucking pulled up Jostacola, and next thing you know, there's freaking swastikas on the freaking screen. What the hell is this? That one. No, that's not new.
Carlos said, "I don't like the whole GOAT
I was gonna bring that up
because the league was very different in talent, rules, and style of play."
Completely.
You're absolutely right about that.
Completely.
I feel like that goes across all sports. Like things were a lot differently at the, early stages or beginning than they are now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Somebody who might have been a GOAT then isn't necessarily the same now. You know what I mean? Even in,
although Jordan is the GOAT.
Okay. Hey, all right.
I mean, look, he's not even my favorite player. Kobe is, but that dude.
I mean,
that dude will be the GOAT.
We can definitely have a GOAT. There's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, but there's a conversation.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like LeBron's in there, Kobe's in there.
Yeah.
Whoever else you want to put in there.
And then when you're talking about people from, the past and like what they did, like
the thing that kills me is like, oh well, if you take shoes away, Jordan, like that's part of his reasoning of being the GOAT. And it's like, okay, well,
take the shoes away.
But it's like, which I get because off the court, the effect he had on culture and the industry and just changing the game in general. Shoes played a part in that. Like he was the first player to have his own shoe.
I mean, to be honest, Jordan sneakers almost are single-handedly responsible for
the shoe game,
shoe culture as we know it. Obviously, people were always really into like having a dope pair of shoes, keeping them clean, keeping them looking good. But up until the Jordan 4s, people weren't really like, yo, I got these.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like really shoe culture kind of started with the 4s. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe the 4s were the first like shoe commercial. If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I believe they were.
And he wasn't even in that commercial.
No.
It was just the shoe.
Yeah.
And Morris Blackman.
Yep. Yeah. But like that whole argument kills me because it's like, okay, well, yeah, if the shoes weren't involved, but you know what? Guess what? The shoes are involved.
Yeah.
So that goes into the conversation. Yeah. Like,
I mean, when something's there, you don't get to then say, well, if this.
Yeah, they are there and they're a big part of it. Like, not only is he the GOAT on the court, he's probably the GOAT in the shoe game too. Like, I mean, he's the only brand from Nike to like be separate from Nike.
Right.
But owned by, you know what I mean?
But
you're owned by Nike, but yet you're not.
You have a separate
brand.
brand.
It's like there's Team Nike and then there's Team Jordan.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that's.
And also, if it wasn't for his on the court abilities, the shoes wouldn't have done what they did.
Yeah. And you went 6 for 6 in the finals. So yeah, you don't have the most rings because obviously Bill Russell has 11.
Does, yeah.
But when you got into the finals, you weren't losing.
Was Bill Russell? Was all his rings from the same team?
Yep.
And coach, Boston and coaching, playing and coaching, because he player coach too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, well, like not just coach, like he was playing while he was the coach.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
that was allowed?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was like what, the 50s, 60s?
Yeah, God,
yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that then.
Yeah, it was back in the day.
It was the 50s. Yeah.
You couldn't shoot threes either, or dunk.
There weren't even any black people in the league.
Bill Russell
in the 50s.
Bill Russell was black.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Was he one of the first?
No.
This was in the 50s.
Yeah.
There was black people in the league in the 50s. Really? Yeah. I thought that didn't come about till like the late, like the 60s or 70s.
No. Oh God, no.
When was the first black person in the NBA? If you don't mind pulling that up for us.
You have a machine that does this.
Mr. Pun Fu. Man, that post you made, Pun, when it was like, I can't stand when a computer asks me if I'm a robot.
I got that from somebody though, so I can't.
That shit is hilarious.
But yeah, it was funny, which is why I shared it. Like it's like, yeah, you're the robot. What the fuck are we doing here? Tell me, are you a robot?
The funny part is I can literally see you saying it though. Like I read it in your voice. I know you got it from somewhere else, but I read it in your voice
because I did say it out loud. How would you ask that?
Oh man.
When
Carlos, Bill Russell was the original Jackie Moon.
He is, dude.
Who is Jackie Moon?
From Semi-Pro? Will Ferrell?
Oh, I never saw it.
Oh, God. Dude, great
Believe
show.
it or not, I never saw it.
Corn dogs, Jackie. All these people. That's for you, Carlos.
We're gonna have to put some of those quotes in the little machine-a-rooney over here.
Dude, I don't know how to ask this question.
Just say the one.
The first African American.
Just say first black guy in the NBA, man. Just
I'm trying to be,
Nah, keep it simple, man. Keep it simple.
When did?
I mean,
Oh, if I could spell.
Uh-oh. Would y'all like to see Pun's spelling over here?
Come on. Definitely don't show me typing this. I was told to type this by the host. So.
Who happens to be Cameron DiPrenzio at gmail.com. Did you get some results pulled up?
1950. He and two others, Nat Sweetwater Clifton and Earl Lloyd, became the first African-American players in the NBA in 1950.
Okay.
Cooper was also the first African-American to be drafted by a National Basketball Association team.
Okay.
Boston Celtics.
As the first pick of the Boston Celtics.
Yeah. So the Celtics were leading the way.
Mm-hmm.
Leading the charge.
Yeah. I remember being younger, I used to look at the Celtics as like the white team because they were like all white and they had like one black dude.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing it was the dude that we were just talking about.
There you go. Yeah.
So 1950 is when they first. Now I wonder how many teams followed suit after that. Probably not a lot. I would have
probably a trickle effect.
Yeah, well, I would think that it was like because you got to figure.
Like if Boston did it, I'm sure the Knicks jumped on board.
Eventually,
Nets,
Not
Jersey.
that first season though. Probably a season
maybe
later or something like that.
into it.
I mean, how long before Jackie Robinson wasn't the only white black guy in? It's Jackie Robinson, right?
Yeah.
How long before he wasn't the only black guy in MLB? Because he was the first, correct?
Yeah. I don't think it was long.
Yeah, I don't think. I think it was one of those things where like once it happened,
yeah,
it was
just going to happen.
Yeah. So probably one season and then that following season, because there was a lot of backlash that first season.
There was.
Oh yeah,
horrible.
Dude, being the first of anything
is
which is why he's on my top. five of all time role models.
Being the first of anything, no matter what that is I mean. Yeah. Being the first black person in a predominantly white sport, being the first woman to do something.
Think about this, like
you know what I mean.
I'm going to be the first dude to walk on the moon. What?
Yeah.
What?
That first.
Wait, hold on. Wait, can we send a crash test dummy? Like
who was there before? Oh, we sent some monkeys.
Yeah.
How did they do? Oh, they didn't make it back.
They didn't make it back. And wait, I'm going. Time out from the game. Like
wait a minute. Hold on. Pause for a second. You want me to go where?
Where? off the planet. You want me to go off the planet?
That's funny.
What about that first person that since Gonzo is in the chat? What about that first person that gets shot with a bulletproof vest? Like the first person, like, listen.
Yeah, right.
We've been testing this, but
we don't exactly know if it's going to work or not.
Yeah, it might or might not.
But we need to know for sure.
Didn't a woman invent that? I feel like a woman invented the bulletproof vest. Either a woman or a black person. I think it was a woman. I think a woman invented the bulletproof vest, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that. But
you want to take a win at this name?
Kazimierz Zelglan
was a Polish engineer born in 1869 near Tamilpool.
Look at that picture, though.
Oh, so it was a guy
who invented the first bulletproof vest at the age of 18. He entered the. I can't even say.
Resurrectionist.
Is it? Oh, there you go. Look at that.
Why did I think
that
that a woman invented it?
I don't know. Oh, who invented the Kevlar bulletproof?
Oh yeah, Kevlar. Let's try that.
Oh, that's a woman.
Is that a woman?
Yeah,
okay.
Stephanie Krolek. If I said that last name.
Oh, right. Okay. That's what it was. Yeah. So a woman
Kevlar.
invented the Kevlar vest.
She was a chemist at the DuPont company.
Okay.
So yeah, Wilmington, Delaware.
So the bulletproof vest was an engineer. Hold on, let's scroll back up so I can see his name again.
Kazimierz Zeglin.
Kazimierz. Yes.
Yes.
And then the Kevlar vest.
Kevlar was Stephanie Krolek. Yeah, right here. Inventor
Stephanie Krolek invented the Kevlar vest.
Yep.
So basically the one as we know it today
was
Kevlar.
Yeah.
Okay. So
sure.
that was. I knew there was a woman in there somewhere.
Yeah.
You were right, my friend.
Kirsten's in the chat says we need our own Jamie. That's what Pun's doing. That's
I just suck at typing. So
Gonzo said we need a Jorge.
Yeah, you know what, Gonzo?
He said we need to talk about golf.
Did anything interesting happen in golf?
Dustin Johnson is whooping ass. He is 29.
You hit a ball and chase it,
which is
really
insane.
Wait, a 2,900 par?
29 under par.
Under par.
Oh, 29 under par.
Yeah.
I thought you said 2,900 par. I was like, that sounds impressive. Yeah. I don't know.
That would be very impressive.
I'm like, I don't know what that means, but that sounds impressive as shit.
That would be very impressive.
29 under par.
29 is impressive.
That's unheard of.
So he's killing it right now.
Yeah, I mean he'll win for sure, but
I hope.
Tiger was making some putts today. I did watch
a 45 footer.
How's Tiger been doing, by the way?
Yeah, he's kind of. I think he's saving himself for the Masters.
Oh, is that what he's doing?
I think.
Okay, because he's been this way for a while.
Well,
so
calm down.
So he's been saving himself for the Masters for a very long time.
No, he won the Masters last year.
Well, I know, but what's he done since then?
He's won a couple events.
What's he done before then?
Well, that was the gap. It was like 8
There
years.
you go.
Hey,
so he's been saving himself for this one Masters.
Hey man.
Oh man.
Which, hey, he's still Tiger Woods, and he's still a much better golfer than I am. So,
who knows? Some days he goes out, he's good. Other days he goes out and he's hot trash. I mean, fuck, I went to Big Met and shot damn near 90. You know?
Your mom is correct. I did drive the golf cart yesterday.
I love it. I love it when y'all have these conversations. Wait, whose mom is correct?
Cameron's.
My mother. Oh, your mom's in the chat?
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Linda M.
Mm-hmm.
All up in the chat.
So, yeah.
Linda Roney DePrinzio.
Linda Roney.
So, yeah. Who knows? Golf is,
You like how we went on just a crazy tangent?
Hey.
Yeah.
We started talking about baseball.
Right.
And started talking about Kevlar vests.
got to go where the show takes you, right?
You know what? Yeah.
So
there's no rules here, right? Well, there's rules.
I mean, we have a ticker, but that's all right. We do what we do.
It's kind of like a loose guideline.
It's suggestive.
It keeps us on track.
It's what we suggest. It's the suggested topics. That's what that is. I feel like my posture's better when I sit like this. Probably look better too. I'm not all hunched over like I'm sitting on a couple crates.
So towels on top. Who's doing that?
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I don't know who that is.
No clue.
I know one thing. Thanks to a friend of the show, Mr. Herb One.
Oh yes,
our B camera, which is you guys' camera, will not be shutting off.
Well, I hope not.
It better not. Yeah, it will not be shutting off mid or like 3/4 of the way through the show because we now have a power cord, and it came addressed to. Hold on, let me see exactly what it said. The Two Endangered Mammals podcast. It came quick too.
We should frame that.
I'm going to
the envelope.
I'm going to put it in a frame and hang it up on the wall because Mr. Herb One loves the show and he shows us love. Cam, did you just type in the chat?
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Look at you with your multitasking.
And yes, you're welcome, Matthew, for ruining your eagle putt.
You got to rise above the fucking pressure. Man.
What happened?
So
there?
look, yesterday,
right?
Matt went golfing at Little Met down in the park.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, dude, I'll fucking drive the cart around. Like, I'm down for that. Which was cool for Matt because I'm sure he thought he was like a professional golfer because he had his own caddy or something.
Right,
I wasn't carrying his clubs. Like, my ass did not leave the cart except when I had to go to the bathroom on like hole 7.
Oh man.
So yeah, I wasn't like giving him his clubs or anything.
You were like, I'm not getting out at all.
Fuck no, it was hot. No. So but no, it was good. It's a good time. I love like when they golf. I'll go with them and just drive the cart around. It's fun, you know. Like you're just out there. And so hole 9, last hole, he smashed it off the tee, straight as an arrow. Put it like 15 feet from the cup, from the hole, which was a phenomenal shot. And
it's like
so we get up there, and it was a par 4, meaning you should make it into the cup in 4 tries. So he's already 15. Gotcha. He's already 15 feet away from the hole in 1 shot. And me being me was like, hey, don't screw this up. He got a birdie, but he didn't get the eagle.
So you saying that to him messed him up?
According to Matt.
Gotta sink it, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta be
gotta rise above it, right?
Man.
Tiger vision. Boom, boom.
Right?
There you go.
Sunk.
Boom, boom. Yeah, Matt didn't have any of that.
At all.
None.
At all whatsoever.
I mean, I don't have any either, so I can't really hate on him. But to drive that green,
Kayla said we're getting fancy.
It's about 280.
Damn right.
We're trying to. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely.
A little bit, Kayla. We're doing a little something. Didn't she provide the?
Oh, she did provide this.
The lovely candle. Friend of the show, Kayla.
This lovely
provided
candle.
this lovely candle we have here.
Yeah. Fantastic scent.
What do we got here? Oh, that's that mahogany.
Yeah, mahogany. It's freaking Abercrombie and Fitch, dude. Remember?
Was that mahogany teak?
Your Abercrombie and Fitch days?
Was that mahogany teak wood?
Yeah, mahogany teak wood, yeah.
Oh, I got some pictures. Yeah. Next show, I got some pictures of Cam. We're gonna definitely pull up.
Oh yeah.
Katie, you are not allowed to watch.
I wonder if I could. I wonder if I have.
There's got to be one you could pull up now,
dude.
I'm looking right.
To everybody
now.
watching, this was a long time ago when I had hair. I was single. I didn't have children. All the
You're
above.
connected to the internet, right, Pun? Me? Oh yeah, obviously you are.
But there won't be any on Facebook because I deleted mine. Remember?
Oh, I know. I'm talking about that laptop is connected to the interwebs. All right, I am
not responsible for what Tiger finds right now.
I'm just looking at some things. I'm not going to pull them. I'm not going to pull them up right now. I'm not going to put nobody on blast because that's not what I do.
I'll tell you what. He could post a picture of me if he could post a picture of you.
Dude, he can post a picture of me. I'm not scared. I used to have hair back in the day.
Oh boy, did you?
That was the thing back in the day, though, man. Like you got out of school, and it was like
you know what video you should show them?
3.5 months.
Oh, the dancing video?
No.
Oh my god.
It was same trip though. We were driving to Daytona Beach.
Oh, where you smacked me in the fucking chest?
No. When I was in the back seat.
I smacked you in the chest.
When I was in the back.
When I was like, here, hold this. And you're like, all right. I was like, what?
No, I was sitting in the back seat and you had the camera on me and I'm sure I was drunk.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like rubbing my belly like.
Because you had just shaved it.
Yeah, I
did.
You
just shaved it.
Yeah,
you were like,
nice and smooth.
I feel smooth. I feel sexy.
And then I said something like, it's not a belly, it's the love tank for my.
Yeah, you were like, it's a fuel tank for the love machine.
Yep, there you go. That's.
Oh, holy shit, man! We need to take another trip. That doesn't go south. That doesn't go awry.
Whatever do you speak of?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe a thing or two that we may or may not get into.
Yeah. Maybe for another day.
Yeah, we'll save that for another day.
We'll drop some nuggets though.
Oh, definitely, 100%. There's nothing wrong with dropping a nugget or two.
No.
I mean, unless they're from Wendy's, then you don't want to drop.
Yeah, then
those.
you don't want to drop those nuggets.
Yeah.
No, especially the spicy ones. Oh God! Thank you, Chance the Rapper. That's all I gotta say.
Oh man, spicy nuggets, man. Woo! Good Lord. So
Chance the Rapper single-handedly brought them back.
Did he?
Yeah.
How did he do that?
They were removed from the menu.
Yeah, they were removed from the menu. And then he
really?
Yep.
He
I didn't know that. I knew they were removed, but how did he end up bringing them back?
Because he loved them and he kept talking about them.
Oh.
He kept tweeting Wendy's. He may have even did like a song. I don't even know.
Is that kind of how Rick and Morty brought back Szechuan sauce?
It could be.
And then the shit like came and went like that because they didn't have enough.
Right.
I think they were like using old sauce too. That was kind of weird. Imagine that old ass Szechuan sauce. There was people that were selling it like on eBay.
Oh yeah, here it is. Chance the Rapper spicy nuggets tweet.
Wendy's response to it, huh?
So,
Go ahead, pull that up just in
one?
case there's an ad.
Okay.
Is it loading?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. We got an ad.
Dun, 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 dun.
I will have a good day. I will succeed today. Wendy's will bring back spicy nuggets at some point. Please, please, Lord, let it be today.
Oh wow, Wendy's responded?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
That was May 4th of 2019.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Wendy's, y'all keep asking, so here's your chance. The people in charge say if you guys can get our tweet, this one right here, to 2 million likes, they will bring spicy chicken nuggets back. And then that.
Wow.
Yep. Can we drop them the same day as the album? I need them together.
They said this is not a drill.
Yep. Yeah. So Chance the Rapper making things happen.
Wow, dude. Wendy's social media team.
Oh, they're
has
on.
been
Yeah, they're
point.
Yeah. I feel out of all the fast food places.
Yeah, I love their social media team. Like whoever is in charge of that, I love it. I love it 100%. Like they don't play around.
No.
I am not mad at that at all whatsoever. Even when they're like clapping back at people.
Right?
Oh, I love it. I love it 100%.
I'm here for it all. It's
Gonzo said, "Love your homie. You're my good luck charm."
You're welcome.
Who's his good luck charm though?
Me.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he says.
So not Cam.
Fuck no.
Well, because I'm usually and he usually rides with me in the golf cart.
Okay.
And he usually does pretty good for some reason. So
Yeah.
probably because he's not driving a golf cart.
Right.
He just has to worry about getting his clubs.
Okay.
I'm a bad, I'd be a bad caddy though. Because there were some times yesterday where I would park the cart. He was like walking like 15 yards to the ball or back to get another club.
I would be a terrible caddy.
Where I could have just.
Actually, I'd be a decent caddy, I think.
Yeah.
I'd be like the magical, mystical Negro that's in all the, like Will Smith.
Magical, mystical.
Yeah. It's a Hollywood trope. It's actually a thing. The magical, mystical Negro trope. Like every time, black guys in a movie, a lot of times, not every time, but for a while, they were like the one that could get stuff or get stuff done or, you know what I mean, to assist the lead. Like, what was it? The Bagger Vance or Vagger Bance or Will Smith and what was the other dude's name?
I don't remember. The Legend of Bagger
not Ben
Vance.
Affleck, but what's Ben Affleck's best friend?
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. So it was Matt Damon and Will Smith. Will Smith was literally a magical, mystical Negro, like literally.
Yeah. He literally was.
Did you just pull it up?
You want me?
Oh no! I thought you were. No, it's all good. Yeah. He was literally the magical, mystical Negro, just like Morgan Freeman in Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
He was the one that gets stuff done. And then Green Mile was literally about a magical, mystical Negro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, yeah, if I was ever a caddy, that's what I would be. But I would go totally against the trope and just, like, throw your bags at you.
Like, what club, man? What? Walk over here and get it.
Get that shit yourself. Yeah. Fuck, I look like your caddy? Yeah.
Actually, yeah, you do.
It's kind of the job you applied for.
Like, oh, well, damn.
Oh, man, that's when you're a little too righteous. Like,
yeah, right.
What I look like? I'm supposed to just be getting your clubs for you? Like, that's kind of
actually that's your job.
Yeah, that's the job you applied for.
Okay. Here's your club, sir.
Yeah, you're getting paid for this. Like,
a lot of money.
Yeah, caddies do make a good amount, don't they?
Which is why, especially if you're a caddy with like a good golfer.
Yeah, you're making some cheese.
But you have to know your golf.
Yeah, you do.
That's the thing.
Oh, I would make a terrible caddy.
You have to know golf
because a lot of times those caddies are telling the dude what club to use.
Shot.
You're 125 yards away. Yeah, you gotta use this club.
You want to use
this? Yeah. So they'd ask me, so what clubs? I'd be like, oh, you got options, man.
Well, you on the green?
These all look good.
It's like you on the green? Oh, use this putter.
Yeah, I mean you do. You gotta know some golf.
Yeah, I would definitely. I would definitely not make the cut at all whatsoever.
And also, I mean, if you're a caddy, then I mean, I know some of them have families and stuff like that, but that would be a good job for somebody who doesn't want to start a family right away, who kind of, likes being themselves for a little while because, I mean, you could go be caddy for 10, 12 years, make a fuck ton of money and, you know, then start your family. But you do have to know some golf. I mean, that's there's no getting around that. If you don't know golf.
I know absolutely nothing about golf. I know about putt-putt. That's about it.
Putt-putt?
You can putt my ass off.
You know what? I can play golf on the iPhone Messenger games. There's a golf one.
Oh, yes.
I'm pretty good at that one.
Nice.
Pretty good at that one. Although I did get beat recently. Can't remember who it was that beat me, which shows you how unimportant they are. Yeah, I can't remember who it was that beat me. So, gentlemen, let's get into these.
We actually did cover quite a bit of our ticker.
We did.
Yeah,
we did.
NFL and college football.
I mean, we could always jump back to it, you know.
We even covered a little bit of. Did we cover the NFL?
No, we haven't covered.
Yeah, we got college football though.
Yeah, college football.
That's
a little
what's on-
bit.
That's what's
I mean,
on the ticker a little bit.
There's
I mean,
some more we can get into.
Majorly, it's just the change of heart that.
Yeah, it's not happening.
There's no change of heart.
So the change of heart didn't happen.
change
So it
of
was a
heart.
possible change of heart.
Yeah, and it didn't.
Yeah, it's
happen.
just it's not good.
No,
There's
so
so
he
many,
doubled. So he doubled down.
Yeah.
There's so many conflicting reports out there.
Yeah,
it's almost
it's-
hard to know, you know, what to believe. One week it's this, and then, you know, I was reading something this morning, you know, when I was awake with my daughter at 4:30 a.m.
Jesus.
Yeah, she was ready to party at 4:30.
Good grief, man.
So I was reading some stuff, and, you know, there were, from what I understand, it was Ohio State, Nebraska, Iowa, Penn State, and the team up north who were all in favor of well, let me correct myself. The athletic directors from
And coaches.
coaches from all the
those
schools,
teams. From all the schools,
were in favor of playing fall football. They were in favor of it.
Yep.
Hey, let's try follow the protocol of playing fall.
Right.
And then, you know, when you get into the presidents of the university, and
the
chancellors and crap like that, those 5 or 6 schools that I mentioned, they were all for
playing
fall football.
Yeah.
Right.
But there
The
was a lack of apparently. I mean, I follow a guy on Twitter. He's an Ohio State guru, and he's got some pretty reliable sources. He made a point that, you know, the lack of communication between the chancellors and the athletic directors, I should say, was horrible. There was none. So it was kind of like the chancellors got in there with the presidents of the university and said, well, these schools are for it, these schools aren't. And then they kind of made that decision on their own. And then, you know, not that I agree with Kevin Warren. I still think he's a dickbag because he could have been like, listen, guys, your athletic directors want to play. These teams want to play. You know, can we try and work it out to where, you know, we give it a shot to play in the fall? But he didn't. He kind of just folded and said, fuck it. You guys, you know, you don't want to play? Fuck it. That's what we're going to go with. We're going to go with winter or spring. Well, let me be real honest with you. Spring football is not happening.
No.
And
Because,
and
and you know what? I'm all for this by then. If you're going to the NFL, you're focused on the NFL.
Right. That's what
Like, you have the draft coming up.
Right.
You got, you know what I mean? Like,
So what happens with the draft? Like, how are?
the draft's not going to move.
No, that's not going
Oh, that's still going to happen.
Yeah. So it's going to be, hey, you either play spring football or you go to the NFL.
Right. You make a decision.
Yeah.
Or,
Which
go ahead.
The correct decision.
Right.
Because football's supposed to be over by then.
The NCAA did come forward this week and said that they will not take away a year of eligibility
For this year
because of what's going on. So the kids who wanted, you know, were thinking, fuck, this is my last year, I lose a year of eligibility.
They can come back and
If
play.
they want to wait, they can
To
come
next
back
year.
and play next fall.
Wait,
But that would mean not going to the NFL.
Right.
Yeah. So would they be seniors?
They would be like redshirt seniors.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
No, I'm saying so they're currently seniors.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they'd be graduated seniors.
So
They'd
they
be
would
graduate
graduate
seniors.
and then come back and still play.
Right.
Yeah.
Which
But then
they're-
you couldn't go to the NFL.
Right.
You'd have to
Okay.
wait until
have to
after
wait.
next year.
Right.
Okay. Do you think any of them will choose?
I'm
to
sure
do
there
that?
might be a few.
There's going to be some guys.
There's
who-
going to be some
I feel like
guys.
some of the ones that maybe aren't going to the NFL might still do that.
And there might be
just
even
to-
some
just
who
to
are like
play.
on the border.
Yeah.
Right.
They might, hey, I get an extra year to try to boost my grade up.
Yeah.
But like if you're Justin Fields, you're going. At
I-
least
for
you
sure.
should.
I mean,
Yeah,
I would
for
think
sure.
he's going to go. But,
At least you should.
you know, then again,
Because he's going to be the one or two.
just-
Then again, it seems
I
like
mean, if
he's
he-
really
if-
down for his crew, though. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
really
Oh,
down
well,
for his
yeah.
team.
Right. So, but yeah, spring football, if anybody thinks that spring football for Ohio State's going to happen, it's not. And winter football is not going to happen because here's the thing: if
definitely not.
No, fuck no.
No.
That was just the kind of, hey, we'll appease you for right now and say we'll work on a spring possibility program. You're not playing football in the fucking spring. You're not.
You're not.
And you're not going to play football in the winter time because here's the thing: if you start winter football, okay,
right?
When are you going to start? The end of November?
In the winter?
Well, what I'm saying is if you start when winter starts, and when is the first day of winter? December 21st?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're in the end of December. Okay. That is technically considered winter. 3 weeks later, all these other teams that have played are playing for a national championship.
And then
so what the fuck are you playing for?
What are you playing for then?
There's no reason to play.
Not a damn thing.
Yeah.
Nothing. No
reason at all
There's
whatsoever.
none. No.
Oh, to
come out
to
and
play
say,
for a conference championship?
Fuck that.
Okay, that's cool, but
listen, you go to a major Division I school, you're picking that because you want to you're going to the best of the best where your coaches are elite, and you want to play for national championships. I mean, that's what you want to do as a college athlete. So to sit there and play football, it could be a 10-game season, but none of them are going to give a fuck because you're not playing for anything.
Yeah.
Nothing. I mean, come out and say it. Either, the little credit I will give Kevin Warren is he did come out and say that he botched this thing, which is fine. You want to admit it, you botched it, but guess what? You can fix it. You still have time.
yeah.
So he admitted to botching it.
Yeah.
but
He didn't think this. He didn't
He didn't think the backlash was going to be as strong as it was.
Yeah, he said the backlash he didn't feel was going to be as severe as it was.
But wait a second, hold on. But that right there to me is if you're the commissioner of the Big Ten and you say that statement, you shouldn't be the commissioner.
No.
You're the commissioner of one of the biggest NCAA conferences in Division I.
I would say number 2 behind the SEC.
Yeah, in all of college sports, period. And so you fully knew the backlash, the ramifications of your decision.
100%.
Yeah.
You're saying that now to try to
cover your ass.
To cover your ass.
He knew
it's
it was
not going to work.
He knew it was going to get backlash.
Try and fall back and kind of make it seem like, yeah.
I don't think he thought that he was going to get it from all angles. When that being, certain athletic directors, presidents of universities, players, coaches, parents,
fans.
I mean, he's definitely he got it from me, and I don't even know what the
from-
hell is going on.
Hey, he got it from his son.
Yeah,
That's
his
the
son.
funny thing.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I mean, like I said,
His son pretty much told him, "I'm playing football."
and technically speaking,
And it was like, there's nothing to do about it.
Like my conference is playing, so I'm playing.
right?
Yeah.
And it's not.
Did he want his son to not play?
They had conversations.
They had
about him not
conversations.
playing about
Oh, didn't know that.
And his son was like, "Well, I'm playing because we're playing football."
it. Right. And ultimately,
We're not sitting home, so I'll be playing.
It's not Kevin Warren's decision to cancel the season. It comes down to the chancellors and the presidents of the university.
Right.
So it's not solely him. But he being the commissioner of the conference that all those schools play in could sit down and go, okay, guys, I've got 6 teams or 7 teams here that want to play football. The other ones don't.
Well, you have all the teams that wanted.
Well, yes, all the teams that wanted to.
7 chancellors who didn't.
7 chancellors who didn't want their school to play.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, well, these other teams who want to play, what can we do to make to let them play?
And one governor.
And one governor.
Oh, the governor wanted to play.
Well, the governor of the state up north.
Yeah, she didn't want sports.
She doesn't want sports, period,
at any level.
Oh, so she didn't want to play.
Yeah, high school, college, professional.
Nothing.
She doesn't want sports, period.
I wonder why.
But
well, for college sports, because she's afraid of that 100-point ass whooping that was promised. Because Ryan Day did promise an 100-point ass whooping this year to the team up north because they were running their mouth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. 100 points.
Yeah.
And
which, you know what? They probably
happened.
could have done it.
They
could have done it the last 2 years.
That's hard to recover from. Like, you lose by 100 fucking points. God. At that point, you just get rid of your program. Like, clearly this program ain't
It wouldn't
shit.
bother me none.
Like, if you get beat by 100 freaking points.
Yeah, they were running their mouth, and like a couple of the players from Ohio State were like, "Look, like, what are you running your mouth for?" Like,
you know what? Chael Sonnen said it the best when he was talking about trash talking Anderson Silva, and he's like, "Somebody beats your ass twice.
Yeah,
it's time to shut up.
Yeah.
Like Ohio State has whooped that ass,
And it's like I
8
get
years
it.
in a row.
yeah. So
And
maybe
15 out of the last
16
years.
yeah, maybe now's not the time to talk shit.
Exactly. Like honestly, like back in the day, like Ohio State wasn't talking shit.
yeah, they were just whooping that ass.
No,
they were getting their ass
They were getting their
whooped.
ass whooped.
And they weren't saying
okay,
but they weren't
okay.
saying it. Yeah, you get hyped for the game.
Yeah, of course.
But like
of
in the
course.
beginning of the season,
yeah, like
there was no trash talk because they knew, hey, until we beat them.
we can't really
We
say
can't
much.
say
Yeah.
anything.
No, right.
So until the
And
team
then you
up
got
north,
dudes from that team up north saying, oh yeah, we're finna come out and put the brakes on you this year.
and
it's like
it hasn't happened yet.
that was this year.
Oh,
For this year, yeah.
Oh.
After they just got beat by what? 50? Last year?
Who beat them by?
50,
okay.
56 to 27.
Yeah. Was it 56 to 27?
Yeah.
What was the year before?
62 to 39.
Oh, in both those 2 years, they were supposed to beat us.
They were the better team.
They were the better team. Oh,
The
wait.
better
camera.
team.
Better.
Ranked better.
Ranked better. You know,
You know what? I have no idea how college football rankings work.
I don't, and I love college football.
Yeah.
I was about to say because isn't there wasn't it one year like Ohio State was undefeated and they weren't in the like
it's
they
it's
weren't
a mess.
in the bowl game or the
Yeah.
championship game, and
It's-
I was like,
There's
how-
other teams too that you would think like, oh well,
Yeah.
yeah, I was like, how are they?
Yeah.
I was like, they got beat by either they were undefeated or they got beat by one person, and I'm like, well, how are they not in a championship game? Like, how does
Yeah.
this fucking work? Do they vote on it? Do they just
well
decide?
well that's the thing. Like
Which-
they up until when was the first BCS? 98. Oh, you know what?
Oh, 6, I think.
yeah, might as well go ahead.
BCS.
Might as well go
Oh,
ahead and.
But here's the thing with Ohio State, and people hate to admit it, they draw money.
Yep.
Oh yeah, for sure, for
Period.
sure.
You can hate them with the passion, and a lot of people do, but they're just like Alabama. They draw money.
Yeah.
And if the NCAA wants money, Ohio State's they're gonna be somewhere. They're gonna be in it because they know they're gonna get viewers because people will watch Ohio State. They have for umpteen years.
1998 was the first BCS championship. So until then, the national champion was voted on by all the coaches.
Right.
Okay.
So you couldn't vote for your team, correct?
Right. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. You weren't allowed.
So
to
that's how the championship at the end of the year was determined.
Gotcha.
In 98, that was the BCS. That's when they designated one of the 4 big bowl games would be the championship game, and then the 1 and 2 in the BCS standings at the end of the year would play in that bowl game for the championship.
Okay.
And then in 2014 was when the playoff started that they have now.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So.
Huh. Okay. That makes sense. I mean, it doesn't, but it does.
Yeah. Which was my rant. When was that about how the team up north they do have the most national championships in football, but all of them came before the modern
last
era.
week?
Wasn't that
Was that last
week?
Sunday?
Yeah. I think
Okay,
that was
yeah.
last Sunday.
Yeah, they were all. You have one,
Yeah.
and it was shared.
Oh, it
so
was
so the people voted were like, damn, it's a tie.
Wait, it was shared?
Yeah, with
With
Nebraska,
Nebraska.
Isn't that the same as a participation trophy?
pretty
For
much.
the most part.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like you get one just for being there?
Yeah.
Oh, I just adjusted my in-ear monitors. They feel a lot better like that. That's way better.
Yeah.
Hey, are you able to open up another tab on there?
What do you want me to open up?
Just scroll to the top, hit the plus sign. I want to pull up our shout out of the week. Yeah, hit that plus sign real quick.
Nope.
To pull up another tab.
Over here.
Ah, there it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a URL.
Oh boy,
I'm gonna text it to you.
Dun, dun, dun,
This is gonna be.
oh, this is gonna be a shit show, bro. Sure you don't want to text that to Cam?
Dude, Pun, you got to do this, man. You're the co-host.
Bro, the extent of my technology knowledge is literally like turning on a TV, bro. Come on.
Oh, is that what it is?
But no, I mean, there'll be college football to watch this year. I mean, it just won't be Ohio State, which sucks. But
It fucking sucks. Big
it's
time.
it's gonna blow. But what are you gonna do about it? I think they've done all they could. So unless there's a complete,
There's not really a lot you can do about it.
I mean, unless they, the only thing that could be done is if they get the goddamn presidents and chancellors to, come in and say, hey, we talked it out. We need to try.
Did you get
playing
the,
in the
did
fall.
you get the URL? Pun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Continue, please, Cameroni.
I mean, I think that's the only way it happens. I don't foresee it happening because he came out and said that will not be revisited. So I mean,
not at all.
No, he will not revisit.
He's not,
they will
he's
not
not revisiting it.
No.
What? Why the fuck not?
He feels that, with the information they had and the safety and the health of the players, that this is the decision they need to make. And, I mean, unless he, unless the presidents and the chancellors come in and say, okay, we talked amongst ourselves, let's push the season back to the end of September and give it a go. I mean, I think they realistically only have about a week to kind of get shit together. If they planned on talking about it, which I don't think they do. I think this is kind of just a done deal. I mean, it's kind of wait till next fall because they're not playing in the winter and they're not playing in spring.
So they're more than likely the people that are pretty much a shoe in?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that are a shoe in for the NFL are probably going to go to the NFL.
I would say, yeah.
The ones who aren't are probably going to come back. The seniors who aren't are probably going to come back and play.
Not even seniors.
Season.
Like if you're a junior, you could go.
You can go, but.
Oh, okay.
You have to be out of high school 3 years.
Well, I mean, as far as seniors are concerned.
Oh, seniors.
So the seniors that are shoe in are probably going to go to the NFL. The ones that aren't, or maybe even aren't good enough or whatever, will probably come back to play another year just to play. Because I mean, listen, if you're playing college football, you have a passion for football.
Yes,
I would imagine.
No,
and here's the thing.
So
there have been guys who have a breakout year and they ended up getting drafted.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
You might as well try. You might as well try.
It takes 1 year.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. It takes 1 year. You have a breakout year. You can. You could fuck around. Yeah, it ain't gonna be the first round, but guess what? That's why there's 7 rounds in the draft because you get drafted.
Tom Brady was drafted in the 6th round.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
I always heard that they were like nobody wanted him.
Nobody
wanted him. Wow. Because he was tall and lanky.
Yeah.
And that dude has more Super Bowl rings than almost anyone, right?
Than anybody.
So it's than anyone.
Yep. Yeah.
How many does he have now?
6.
Like 5 or 6?
6. Yep.
You think he gets a 7?
I think the Super Bowl this year.
Wait a minute, hold that thought.
Okay.
Before we get to the before we get to the NFL, I want to do our shout out of the week. This is something new we're doing.
Is it you want to save it for the sports show or do you want to do it for like one of our shows?
I'm gonna do one on each.
Oh, hey,
yeah, I'm gonna do one on each.
That's cool.
One on every show. So our shout out of the day. I'll put it that way. The shout out of the day.
Okay.
And he'll probably get more than just this one, too. Goes to one Mr. Chris Goody, the 3-time award-winning photographer.
3-time.
Mr. Chris Goody. I'm going to pull up his website, which is right here, which is photosbygoody.format.com. I think I have that correct, right?
Yep.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and give a little scroll through there real quick. So this is the homie who will probably more than likely do our we're going to be doing some, I call them press photos, but they're basically, we'll be doing some photos for the stream so that I could, put it up on the site of the 3 of us and us hosting and things like that. And he's probably going to be the one that shoots them.
I would say that's
so. Yeah, I would say that's pretty accurate. So he's going to be the one to do that. So yeah, if you want some photos done, make sure you holler at one Mr. 3-time award-winning Chris Goody and catch him.
Look at that.
At photos.
That's business right there.
Right?
That is like business LeBron.
Right? That's business right there.
Oh, right there. Yeah. That's photosbygoody.format.com. Boom. First sponsor. That's our first ad. We just ran an ad.
There you go.
Look at that. We just ran an ad. Because he's the homie.
He is.
friend of the show. That's what we call him. Friend of the show.
He said this is not sponsored life.
This is sponsored by me.
Oh,
what happened? Don't worry. It's not even
Where's
on
Google?
It's not on the screen anymore. You just have to go back to the other tab. Cam can probably show you how to do it.
How do I do that?
You got to go to the top, and you'll see. If you scroll up to the top, you'll see the 2 tabs.
Oh, we got out of the internet. Now
we're back.
Now we're working with.
I saw a nice fancy background here. There we go.
There it is.
We're cooking with.
Now
gas.
we're cooking with grease.
There we go. Gas, grease, whatever.
Yeah, man. I just like to. I like to show love to the people that show love to us, man. And Chris is definitely the homie. Plus, Chris came on the show when he didn't have to back before We had desks and lights.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
So I want to get him on again. I want to get him on a Thursday show so that we could, have him on here nice and professionally. But so let's get into this NFL thing. Let me get my let's pull this ticker up real quick. Yeah, let's get into this NFL thing. So speaking of people going to the NFL, right? Obviously, like I said, the people that are a shoo-in are probably going to go to the NFL.
Yep.
And the NFL draft is going to take place like it always does.
Yep.
How do you think this? Do you still think the season is going to go forward as usual, or do you think there's going to be because I know with the NBA they got those digital fans where you can live stream yourself watching the game and they put you in the stands. You think the NFL will try to do something like that, or you think they'll have fans at all? Oh, you?
I think the NFL is going to make the.
They're going to be the ones that
they're going to kick it off. Like
they're going to be the ones to be like, hey, look, we could still do this and still be safe.
Yeah, I think they're going to be the ones that lead the charge.
Which I think
fans back in the stands.
Which I think the NBA is totally shitting their pants at.
You think?
Oh yeah.
because they were just, no fans, we're doing this. Yeah, it can't work with fans. If the NFL makes it work with fans.
Ooh, yeah. So how do you think they do it? You think they space them out?
I think it's going to be a massive reduction.
Oh, of course.
But there's going to be fans.
Like, how many fans does the Brown Stadium hold?
Like what, 60?
70.
Is it 70?
Yeah,
70,000.
70.
So you think they drop that down to what?
I think they go half capacity.
Mm-hmm.
I think they go half capacity. They go every other seat, and you have to wear a mask the entire game unless you're eating. Kind of like when you go out. If you're going out to eat, once you start eating, your mask comes off. But I can see them doing that, and I can almost guarantee if they came out with those guidelines, every other seat.
67,895.
67,
about 70.
So about 70. So I can see them cutting it down to like 50%.
So like
35,000. I could see them going 35,000 throughout the stadium, every other seat.
Oh yeah, For that Goose brought up that the Chiefs did have fans at their practice the other day.
And they had
did they?
Yeah.
Yep. Did they have them spaced out?
I mean, I'm sure I could find.
But I think
spaced out
with
masks and stuff on.
I think if the NFL came out and said that, I think people would be through the fucking roof. They'd be ecstatic.
Oh yeah,
ecstatic.
Oh, yeah. Now, do you think they charge more for tickets? Since they're doing half capacity, you think
at
they
this
charge
point,
a little bit more for tickets?
I don't know if you really can. Your season ticket holders, that's already bought, paid for,
right?
Or they're on payment plans, whatever the case is. They could a little, but I think with what's going on in the world. Still, I don't think they're going to. Now, next year, that's a different story. Next year, ticket prices are going to shoot up because they're going to have to try and make money back. Oh. If it goes back to some bit of normalcy where they, fill the stands.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they can get people in there. And, you go in and, maybe, the 1 o'clock starts. You put it out to your fans, 11:30, doors open. If you're sick, have a fever. I mean, they could, you know what I'm saying? They could do the temperature thing at the gate. You have,
they'll probably have, I would imagine that they have the thermometer.
If you're sick, hey, unfortunately, we're going to have to send you home.
Yeah.
You're not going to enter.
So if your temperature is above.
If your temperature is above a certain degrees, unfortunately, you're going to have to go home. Or you're sick, guess what? Just don't fucking go out. Don't ruin it for everybody. If you're sick, stay the fuck home.
Don't mess it up for everyone.
But I think, that'll work. I really and truly do. If people just abide by what they're asking, this thing will end sooner.
Are you sure?
Well,
because we're in the 5th month of a 2-week flatten the curve thing.
I understand that, but fuck. I mean,
it's like, hey, let's do this for 2 weeks, flatten the curve. It's 5 months later, bro.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, what are you going to do?
I mean, was that 2 weeks in Ohio or was that 2 weeks worldwide?
Who knows?
Even here. That's what our governor said.
Oh yeah,
but I think that's what that'll. I hope they put fans in the stands. That'd be, that would put a lot of people's mental state back at some bit of normalcy.
Yeah, I would think it would do a lot for the morale.
Oh, it'd be huge for not just for the players or the fans, just general population. Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
This is starting to go back to what it was. Now, are they going to jump right in and put fucking 70,000 fans in the stands midseason? No. I think
I think it's going to be.
I think it's going to be half capacity all year. Wear the mask, get your temperature taken. The gates are going to open early so they can get people scanned in and out.
Right.
But I think that'll be a starting point to next year. Hey, we're going to start, here and then see where this bullshit's at next year. I mean, if we're still in this state next year, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
But I don't think we will be.
Okay.
So I see NFL going full go when they're supposed
full
to go.
send.
Full go.
It's all going to be magically over in November.
On record.
No politics, bud. No politics.
That wasn't, you're the one who. I just said it's all going to be over in November. It could have been anything.
It could have been, but it wasn't.
So at the Chiefs practice,
Right.
there's about 2,000 fans.
You have an image of that pulled up?
There's
right
not
now?
really good images though. Like you really can't really. Like just
See?
people with masks.
Yeah,
Oh, so they're wearing masks.
So
and
they
everything.
said masks were a requirement, while attendees sat in pods on both sidelines.
I really dig being able to pull stuff up. I love that.
Yeah.
It feels
Professional?
It feels even more professional at that point.
And then obviously there was like social distance marks around the whole place.
Yeah. Do they have a picture of that?
Like right here, kind of on the ground, whatever that is.
Oh yeah. Can you click that?
Yeah.
Click that one in the bottom. Ah, there we go.
Oh, I mean.
Okay,
that's like lines though.
Yeah,
That's not.
that's
what
kind of
you
like what
watch
they
it.
do. That's kind of like what they do in stores and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's see.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, guess what? This is going to get fans in the stands. Look at that. I mean, see, that's how you do it. Set it up like that. People are going to look.
People are going to know they can't. They have to follow these.
They have
rules.
to follow
Yeah.
these rules
Yeah.
to sit in a stadium to watch football.
If
And
you're
you know
just
what?
going to
They're
let
gonna
your
do it.
stadium be the same as it is like last year, then no, you can't expect fans to
Right.
follow stuff themselves.
Yeah.
Humans have to be told
Right.
Yeah.
what to do.
And if you put the guidelines out there, then
Yes.
they'll probably follow them.
Yeah.
And I think banking on the fact of what all was taken away this winter with sports, and they slowly came back. But I think if they're going to allow fans, people are going to do it. I mean, they're going to abide by the rules. I mean, there's no getting.
Well, I mean, they don't want to mess it up. I mean,
hell
we've been stuck in the house for how long?
5
So
months.
the minute that we can get out and start watching sports,
Yep.
we're going to do it. You know what I mean? It's,
Yep.
and for almost anything. I mean, even in basketball, football, MMA, everything, baseball. The minute that people can go out there and watch it, I feel like we're gonna, at least for a little bit, we're gonna have a little bit different of a fan.
oh yeah,
We're gonna have a bit of a more appreciative fan
For sure.
for a lot of things.
Yeah.
100%.
I feel like in MMA, I feel like the fans won't be so quick to boo when some technical shit is going on.
You're giving them a lot. Like I would actually say that would be the last sport to change.
Well, the only reason I say that, I would say for at least the first couple that we have fans at, like, because they're probably going to be like, listen, wear your fucking mask.
Yeah.
Don't be out here getting blammered, because if you get drunk, you take the mask off. I'm not saying that's what it is.
No,
but they might. I feel like they might.
But you're gonna. I mean,
just let me finish.
Okay.
Hear me out. I feel like if they start bringing fans out, they're going to be doing it in a limited capacity.
for sure.
If they start bringing fans out to Fight Island, that's only going to be high rollers.
Oh yeah,
You know
for
what
sure.
I mean?
Oh
So
yeah.
they're going to be.
Yeah.
They're going to be on their
Those
best.
high rollers practice social distancing anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, they don't want to be around people. Like,
So I feel like, I don't know. I just have a weird feeling that once people are able to go out and watch sports again, I'm not saying they're going to be on their best behavior. I'm not saying
yeah,
that.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
But I feel like they're going to be a little bit more appreciative of being able to be there and actually witness it. And they might not be so quick to boo if it's not a bloodbath. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If it's a decent fight, I mean, if people are out there doing nothing, you're going to get booed.
Well,
but if it's a decent fight, people are going to be more appreciative. Now, those next couple of cards, that's a whole.
I just think
that's
you're
a whole
giving,
other thing.
I just think you're giving fight fans a lot of benefit of the doubt,
Well,
and
you
not the.
Well, I like to think the best in humanity.
Not the
sir.
real, not like the genuine fight fans. I'm talking to
the casuals,
the casual, which is the majority of fight fans that go to these things
in the States.
In
the States,
in the States, yes. And you're just giving them way too much credit.
You're right. You're right. I'm not sure if
most of those fans couldn't tell you what a rear naked choke is.
The thing is, I'm not sure a lot of the casuals will be out to those first few events.
That's so. In
So like I think I think it'd be like the legit like hardcore fight fans, the ones that are more appreciative of what's going on, because those are the ones that are really feeling it.
Right.
A lot of the casuals are like opportunists, like they happen to be in Vegas.
You're right.
And there's a fight going on. You know what I mean?
Hey,
the real ones are the ones that fly
honey.
out there specifically, you know what I mean, to go and watch the fight. So yeah, I feel like we'll have a bit of a different fan for at least a week or two. at least 1 or 2 weeks. Maybe not maybe not full send going forward, but at least for 1 or 2 weeks, we'll have a little bit different of a fan. Just a smidgen. Not anything crazy, but
I
don't think football's going to change.
No, I think football could jumpstart everything though. And what I mean by that is I think if football, they have week 1, week 2, and they're cool, fans and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised to see playoff baseball have half capacity fans.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. Because if you look look at it and go, hey, I don't know if commissioners talk to each other in different sports, but I'm pretty sure,
Yeah, I would think they do. I would think they would have to.
Especially like now.
But with what's going on, hey, what are you doing that is working?
Right?
What's your pro? I mean, hey, they're business, okay? They're all business. They're all there to make money. So what are you doing that is preventing all these guys from getting this coronavirus? Okay, sweet.
Right.
We're gonna implement that. Okay, that's how you jumpstart bringing back in your money. Okay, well,
so they could lead the charge as far as getting
fans back in the stands,
other fans of other sports back into the stands.
I don't think it'll work.
If they can lead by example,
then
that's good news for all sports
for sure, 100%.
And also, I'd like to point out that this camera's still working. And
it is.
This is around the time. This is around the time that it was shut off. Shout out to Herb One.
I mean, because think about what happened with basketball. Basketball were the first ones to X their season.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
when this all started.
Yeah, they were.
They jumped out, and everybody followed suit.
Yep. But wasn't that the first sport where people were testing positive? Old boy rubbed all the mics and stuff, and then Yeah, but I mean, they shut their season down. Yeah.
So these other sports were like, oh shit, okay, maybe we should do the same thing.
Kind of
like all the way down.
Yeah.
They shut their shit down.
Yeah. And everybody followed suit.
Everybody followed suit.
So the first ones
that are able to
do it with fans.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's.
I think everybody's gonna.
Yep, it's gonna be the opposite of what happened.
Yep.
Everybody shut down, followed suit. NFL puts fans in the stands and has
it
a
works.
plus, and it works.
Everybody's going to follow suit.
14,000 people don't come back positive with coronavirus.
But I mean, that's going to happen. Well,
hopefully not 14,000.
Well, no, it's it's going to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, they are going to try to say if everything works for the NFL, because like I said, NFL's been under fire for years.
Right.
And if they somehow get this done with fans and it works, every team tested positive. See, this doesn't work. I guarantee you. And the NBA will probably be the first ones to say that.
Oh, okay.
I guarantee you. The NBA is shitting their pants right now if the NFL puts fans in stands. And it works.
Damn.
They need to. I hope it does.
I personally hope it does too.
I just hope it does just so we could get something back to normal.
Yeah. Because, we already lost concerts and things like that. So
fuck yeah, I'm pissed. I was supposed to go to Vegas and see Aerosmith.
And then freaking Motley
Crue.
Oh, really?
Yeah, me and Katie had to take us to Motley Crue, Poison, and whatchamacallit, Def Leppard.
Def Leppard, yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely won't be seeing them.
Wow.
Next year,
same date.
If they can get along that long.
Yeah,
I heard Motley Crue. They kind of don't get along too often.
Yeah, they do and they don't. But then you throw a check in front of them, and it's like, okay, we could get along for this long.
All of a sudden, they're brothers again.
Yeah, right. But I mean, Motley Crue. So hey,
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. It makes sense.
Hopefully, the fans in the stands works because it would just. I think that's a big mental thing for everybody.
I have a feeling it will, as long as you don't get as long as people don't start beefing over like masks and things like that.
Right.
Like, just listen.
It's like, look, no one likes wearing them.
Yeah, just follow the rules.
Yeah.
So we can get this done.
Yeah.
Right.
So we can sit down and watch this game.
Yeah.
The faster we get this shit done, and it's at a rate where everybody feels safe. now you're talking about going back. Okay, well, I can walk into a restaurant without wearing a mask, and I don't have to.
Right.
Everybody now, I go to the grocery store. If I sneeze, I get looked at like, "Oh, you have the coronavirus." No, bitch, I have fucking allergies.
Called allergies.
I sneeze.
So masks don't prevent allergies? Not prevent, but masks don't help with the
They
allergies?
actually heighten
make it
allergies.
worse.
Oh, really? I didn't
All
know
that pollen's going to get stuck in the mask.
Oh,
and
yeah, because
put
the
it on your
mask doesn't
face.
stop stuff coming in. It
Dude,
just stops it from
my
going
allergies
out.
have been on.
Oh,
God,
they've been
really?
horrid
Hate
for a
it.
week. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't have allergies. Like,
They're horrendous.
the weather change, I'll get a day where I, like, sneeze a couple times, but other than that, I'm good.
No.
But that's with any like temperature change. Like if I'm outside and it's hot,
Right.
and I walk into somebody's house that has the air conditioner blasted, you'll think I caught a cold for like an hour.
Okay.
I'll be sneezing and stuff. Yeah, I have this friend Amanda that I banned her from my room on the island because when I was DJing, I had let her crash in my room. She turned on my air conditioner like full send.
Oh, Jesus.
And I was like, nah, don't do that yet. Like I gradually, when I first get out there, I build up to it. I build up to
for
using
sure.
the air conditioner.
Right,
She turned it on full send. And when I got back, and she came in the club and was like, "Oh, I turned on your air conditioner. There's nothing you could do about it." I was like, "You better find somewhere to sleep. You ain't gonna be sleeping in my room."
Right.
But yeah, man, when I got back, you would have thought that I had the pneumonia for like 2 hours, and then I turned that shit off, and I was good to go.
That's good.
So you think? So far we got the NFL leading the charge as far as getting asses in seats finally for these.
So.
Yeah.
I think that might, if they can pull it off, that might even trickle over into like live events.
Hopefully.
Maybe concerts and
Right.
maybe we'll get some comedy shows. I know one of the big reasons that Joe Rogan is leaving California is because everything is shut down, like shut down.
Yeah.
And like the comedy store is closed, like all that stuff. And he's going to Texas where I guess they still have some shows.
Yeah,
but
they do.
I have a friend in Austin and she tells me that shit's been locked down there from like day one. So I'm like, I don't know where he's going because he's not going to Austin because, shit's pretty much still locked down. Unless they've loosened it up a little bit, they might have, you never know. But yeah, we need to just get this shit happening. And
I feel though, like if Joe Rogan says that he's going somewhere because he can still do comedy, that's kind of, then I'm sure he wouldn't leave California if he couldn't do comedy in Texas.
And he's like,
not saying that your friend's not right.
Oh no. Yeah,
but you know what I mean?
But
like
he's leaving.
Yeah, he's leaving California.
Yeah, like he's packing up and
to
packing
do
up
one
the
of
whole
his
studio.
jobs.
Yeah.
One of his many jobs.
Yeah, taking Jamie with him and the
Right.
whole shebang.
Yeah.
You know, Jamie's from Ohio.
Is he?
Yeah, Jamie is from. He's either from Columbus or Akron.
Okay.
But he's from Ohio. He talks about it all the time whenever he's on there. They always talk about Ohio. It's surprising how many times Joe Rogan mentions like Cleveland or Ohio. Like if you watch his podcast a lot, he mentions Cleveland a lot. Like just the city, even if he's not talking about something specific.
Yeah.
Like randomly, he'll be like, "Well, you find somebody from like Cleveland or somewhere." You know what I mean? Like he always like. It's weird how many times he mentions it, and I wonder if it's because Jamie's from Ohio. Even if people,
I think you could go to almost every state and find somebody from Cleveland.
Pretty much. I mean, shit, I went to Puerto Rico and found somebody from Lorraine.
Right?
Want some money for that, too. Cleveland is almost as integrated into the United States as Brooklyn. Yeah. No matter where you go, you can find somebody from Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Brooklyn is always in the house.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Always. Definitely in the house.
No matter what. Like, no matter where you go.
Yeah.
You could be like, yo, shout out to Brooklyn. And somebody's going to be like, yeah. Dude, you could be in Japan. Brooklyn's going to be in the house somewhere.
Yeah.
Belsky's finally watching.
Oh, finally.
Oh,
number
man.
one fan.
Did somebody get booted down from the number one spot?
Yeah, because Goose has been giving us tips. And
I feel
he brought up the fans at the Chiefs practice.
Yep. I feel like Goose has been here since we started the stream today, man.
Yeah.
This number one competition,
Belsky's got some splaining to do.
Yeah, you got some splaining to do.
You do it so much better than me.
Belsky, you got some splaining to do. Man, Belsky, I guess we just have to drop him out. Belsky gets the big fat.
Don't worry, Belsky. I got one earlier.
Unless it
was something.
Yeah, unless it was a family emergency or something like that.
That's different.
And then
I was driving. Okay.
Oh, you were driving?
You could listen to it.
Yeah. Yeah, you could have had it. You could have had it pulled up, man. So for that, you get a double.
Excuses.
You're gonna have to take that with you real quick.
Wow. You fuck all the way off.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, no. He doesn't even get that today.
Oh, he doesn't get that today.
Nope.
No. Oh,
Nope.
that's a good thing.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
It kind of is.
Okay.
I mean, that's usually his shout out. So we're not doing it because he showed up late.
All right. Okay.
Side note: Belsky can fuck all the way off. Let's see. What haven't we covered yet? I feel like we were flying through the show today.
Jumped all over that ticker.
It's fine, man.
I feel like we just been. We
got
just
dinner
been,
in a little bit. We did good.
We
today,
got
man.
we covered the future of the NFL, or the NFL leading the charge.
Leading
if
the
you will.
charge. Yeah.
We covered MMA.
We did.
We actually covered MMA while we were talking about
Speaking of MMA.
MMA.
Fedor's prodigy took it to Bader on Friday night in Bellator.
Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, we could talk about that.
Actually, both his dudes won.
Yeah, didn't he? He knocked Bader out, right?
Yeah, with the head kick.
Whew. Whew.
And that caught like his whole. It literally wrapped around his head.
Yeah,
Like I was like, what the hell?
that was just shin to the side of the skull. Like that's
It was like side.
Yeah, you don't want to get knocked out like that.
Like, where the foot and where the foot goes into the leg goes into foot.
Yeah,
that like cupped around the back of his head.
And
I was
the
like,
other side of the foot wrapped around and smacked the other side of his face. Oh man! Not only that, but we got a big announcement that John Jones has officially relinquished
his belt.
the light heavyweight belt,
coming for that
he's
heavyweight.
moving up to heavyweight. And Dana White said that he has no problem giving John the title shot, but not before Francis Ngannou.
hey.
So
There you
for the heavyweight champion,
It's going
whether it's a vacant belt, if Stipe retires, I don't think
he's going to
retiring.
retire. No.
So he has two big fights to look forward to. Lionheart said that he thinks Ngannou is the easier fight for John Jones. He says that
That's interesting.
He says that Stipe gives John problems.
Okay.
And I can see that. I can totally see that. Stipe has really good boxing, and Stipe has good wrestling, as he displayed against Ngannou. So as far as like skilled of the two between Ngannou and Stipe is definitely the more skilled fighter.
Okay.
Ngannou could put anybody out
anybody.
at the draw. Like one punch changes the entire fight for Ngannou. But he's not fast,
and he don't. I mean, it doesn't even have to be his knockout punch.
Yeah,
It could
be
like
just
you get hit with one of those and knocked out. Like your whole game plan is
it changes everything.
Like
it changes everything.
You could stay and fight, but we're not.
Yeah, a fresh Ngannou is most dangerous in that first round.
Yeah.
Now, historically,
yes,
things might have changed. Like
they could have.
You know, if he works on his gas tank and he gets his if he's gotten his endurance up, that dude is highly dangerous all the way through the fight. And plus, he's so freaking strong that even taking him down and keeping him down is difficult. Like he was able to keep getting back up in his first fight with Stipe, even being tired. He's just that fucking strong. You know what I mean? So, in a way, I agree that skill for skill, Ngannou is definitely the easier fight. Plus, we haven't really seen John Jones take a punch.
We really haven't.
The way Ngannou hits people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's taking a punch, and then there's taking a punch from fucking
Now,
Ngannou.
do you think you think Dana White might have John Jones and Ngannou fight first?
No.
No?
I don't think he can. Ngannou has already proved that he's the number one contender right now.
Okay.
I don't think Ngannou fights anyone except for Stipe or whoever the champion is.
For sure.
If Stipe does retire, or if Stipe says, listen, I'm not going to fight for a while, I got some things that I need to take care of, and then they decide to do an interim belt, then Ngannou probably fights John Jones.
Okay.
I'll be honest, I feel like John wins that fight.
I think he does.
Yeah, I think John Jones has really good wrestling as well.
Really good.
Like really good wrestling.
Amongst other things.
Yeah, so I think John wins that fight. Man, it's so tough to call because Stipe is such an intelligent fighter. And he makes like his adjustments that he makes are so good.
Mm-hmm.
I think a fight between John and Ngannou, I feel like it's a more competitive fight. Here's the issue. Stipe, if you strike intelligently, is very hittable.
He is, yes.
Now Ngannou swung at him, and Stipe had great head movement. Ngannou was swinging kind of wildly.
He was.
And if Ngannou comes in a little bit more calculated, a little bit calmer, and he hits.
Do you think that could have ran his gas, played a hand in running his gas tank? Because I mean,
yeah,
in that first round, everything he was throwing was for the fences.
Yeah, missing takes a lot more out of you than
hitting.
Connecting, which is why shadow boxing is really difficult. Like shadow boxing for 3 minutes. Listen, I could spar for a half hour, right? I could shadow box for 3 minutes and 22 seconds. It takes a lot. It takes a lot out of you. So missing takes more out of you than connecting. It's one of those things, man, where for me, it's really a toss up. Stipe is the champion for a reason, and you cannot take that away from him. But then we have another person who is also a champion in John Jones.
Yes.
Right. And so, and then, the X factor is Ngannou. If Ngannou connects early, does Stipe go down? I say yes. If Stipe is able to get out there, get him to the ground, and actually go for a finish this time, not just try to tire him out, but go for a finish, then Stipe wins that fight. But if Ngannou connects in any way, shape, or form while he's not deathly tired, we have a new champion. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then, or if Stipe
we all could be shocked. And
yeah. Honestly, if Stipe beats Ngannou, I'm not shocked.
Oh no, I'm not shocked. No.
But it's a weird thing. If Stipe beats Ngannou, I'm not shocked. If Ngannou beats Stipe, I'm not shocked.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's one of those things where it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. If Stipe beats John Jones, I'm a little shocked there. You know what I mean? He has the tools to do it.
He does. And it's not saying it can't do it.
Yeah, he has
it's
the
just,
tools to do it.
I think I would be.
I would like to see Stipe kick a little bit more. He doesn't use his kicks the way.
His reach.
Yeah,
like, dude,
I would love to see him use his reach.
Problem against John Jones, it might not.
Yeah, John Jones has a fucking 7 foot reach.
It'll be longer than yours. But and it's hard to say because he won. Yeah. But it was like, dude, there was no reason why DC should have been even allowed
connecting
to jab you that much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Use your reach.
And that's my issue. DC was able to get in and hit him. What happens when when Ngannou does that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yep. That's a whole different. The way DC was punching was he was punching like somebody who doesn't know how to box.
Yep.
I don't know if you noticed, but wherever he would throw his punch, he would lift his hand too. And he would punch like that. He was punching like a little kid that doesn't know how to box. You know what I mean? And that's not taking anything away from him. It was effective.
Yeah.
It's just the technique wasn't as crisp as Stipe's. Yeah. When Stipe punches, his punches are sharp. They have a purpose. He knows he's going to land. With DC, it was kind of like he was winging it. Yeah. Like a hope and a prayer. It's an interesting time in the heavyweight division right now. And then we got to open light heavyweight belt.
Yeah.
That who is it that's fighting for that? Blachowicz? What's his name?
I think it's Lionheart and Blachowicz, isn't it?
Yeah, Blachowicz, yeah. That's an interesting fight. That's a really interesting fight. Because, Lionheart is a beast. He's a beast of a fighter. He didn't look great against John Jones, but who does?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Not too many people.
Yeah, not It's not like people go out there and just look turbo impressive against John Jones. You know what I mean? Are you pulling that up?
Yeah. So, or is this it? It's Alexander Rakic.
Oh yeah. Yes.
If I said that right.
Yeah, because he's friends with Joanna Jędrzejczyk.
Yeah.
Or is he
that's
teammates with her, or is he dating her? One of the two.
I don't know if she goes that way.
Who, Joanna?
Yes.
No, I believe she does.
I didn't know.
Yeah, and Jędrzejczyk, I believe she does. So he's what, 10 and 12 and 2?
Yeah, and Anthony Smith's 33
and 15. That's a lot of experience.
Yeah.
That is a ton of experience.
I'm trying to find maybe his Wikipedia would say something about. if he's going out with Joanna or his teammates?
Well, I know she had made a post with
okay.
with him and her. I think they might just be friends. Okay. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's August 29th. Oh, so this Saturday.
Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting fight. I think
a DJ for that.
I think probably not. I don't think they'll have it on.
I mean, are you DJing that night?
Possibly. I mean, even
but you're done.
Yeah, I'm done at 10.
That's right. I forgot we're grounded.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're grounded with like loose.
Yeah.
Well, we're grounded, but we're not.
Yeah. We'll definitely have to watch that one and talk about it next Sunday because that the landscape of the light heavyweight division. Honestly, it's anyone's division right now because when you have somebody like John Jones at the top of the division who's just basically holding it down and. You're like, nobody's going to beat this guy. Like these other guys have proven to be beatable. You know what I'm saying? So it really opens up the division a lot. So I'm really curious as to what's going to happen. We'll see. We'll see after Saturday. And if they decide to announce a fight for the heavyweight division, we'll see what happens then.
So
either way, it's pretty interesting.
Here is the ranking.
Okay.
Of the light heavyweight division.
John Jones is still up top.
Well, yeah, I don't know when this was refreshed, but
so Dominic Reyes.
No, Dominic Reyes is fighting Blankowicz
for the championship. Okay.
Anthony Smith and Rakic is the same night.
Okay. So they're probably fighting for number one contender
for the belt, and then Smith and Rakic are probably fighting for.
Yeah, that would make sense.
No, it doesn't. Glover
Teixeira.
Oh no, he doesn't fight that night. Never mind. I was reading something different.
It's all right.
But yeah, that's Dominic. That should be a good fight too.
That's going to be a damn good fight. I mean, that's going to be a good night of fights just all around.
At least those two fights. I mean,
for sure.
Or what UFC is that? Is that UFC, or is that a fight night?
I mean, if it's a championship fight, it has to be a UFC. Yeah, they wouldn't put a championship fight on a fight night.
You are correct. That's why you're the host. Let's see. Let's go to UFC.
UFC.com.
What the hell?
Feel free to sponsor the show.
That'd be sweet.
What you got there?
I have nothing.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
A whole bunch of nothing.
I typed. You know what?
It's all good. We're about to call it anyway. Gentlemen, thank you very much for a wonderful show.
Is that time already?
I mean, it's getting there.
It's
getting there.
Flies by, man.
Yeah, for every time, every week, the time gets. It seems like it gets shorter and shorter. But thank you everyone for joining us. Let me pull up my outro music.
We got to give a shout out real quick.
Oh.
One shout out. Happy birthday to Kobe Bryant.
Mr. Bean Bryant.
Oh, is it his birthday today?
It is his birthday. It would have been 42.
You know Hold on. We're going to hit him with the good. Happy birthday to Mr. Kobe Bean Bryant.
Yeah.
We'll hit him with the round of applause one time for the one time. Yes. So, with that being said, thank you everyone for joining us. We had some high numbers today. A little lower now, but we're at the end, so that's okay. But we had high numbers today.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Pun Fu Panda, for joining, or not joining, for co-hosting.
And
thank you, Mr. Welcome. Cameroni DiPrenzio, for co-hosting. And while I have y'all pulled up, Pun, how can the people reach you, sir?
On Instagram at Pun Fu Panda, and on Facebook, Pun Capasso.
And Mr. Cameroni DiPrenzio, how can they reach you,
Instagram, Cam61916, and Twitter, BucksGuy14. Nice, short and simple.
He's got it short and sweet now, man. I love it. And if you would like to reach me, you can find me.
Here we go.
At Tiger39. Wait, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna lengthen it because my shit is. You can find me at Tiger39. That's THAIGER 39. And you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter at Tiger39.com. You can find me on Twitch at Tiger39. Or if you want to watch a live show, you can just go to Tiger39.com/live. You can also find me on Grubhub. You can find me on Uber Eats. You can find me on Yelp. You can find me on
Expedia.com.
You can find me on Expedia, Travelocity. You can find me on just don't find me late for dinner, whatever you do. Right. Our next show coming up is Tuesday.
It is.
For the Two Endangered Mammals podcast. That should be a pretty interesting show. No idea what we're going to talk about.
No, not yet, but we'll get there.
Yeah, we make it up as we go along. Once again, thank you everyone for joining us. We really appreciate it. And as always, Belsky can fuck all the way off.
All the way.
This is
all
the way. This is Two Endangered Mammals, and we are signing off. Peace.
Goodbye.